Am I the asshole for moving out of my parents' house where I was paying rent and without any notice when I was told to give up my room again? Let's see. I, 18 male, have 3 younger brothers, 16 male, 13 male, and 12 male. Our parents were always a little harder on me than them, and I know that I can be normal sometimes. But something that's always drove me crazy is when they were hosting people from my dad's family. I would be the only one asked to give up my room and to keep them. People from my dad's family stayed over a lot too, so there were a lot of times I'd sleep on the couch for them. Sometimes I didn't even get much notice. My brothers never had to give up their rooms. So you're the oldest is why. Yeah, you're the oldest. My brothers never had to give up their rooms. In fact, there were more than usual my parents would allow blow-up beds to my room for them, and the guest room would get a mattress or 2 depending on the situation. Okay, they didn't word that well, but that's all right. It always bothered me, and I spoke to my parents about it several times. I thought we had a breakthrough last year when they told me they had not wanted me to feel that way, and they would do better. But they can only do what they can do. The limitations of the house are what they are. I don't know, like, are your brothers, do your brothers all have their own rooms? Do you guys have 4 different child bedrooms in your house, or a couple of them sharing a room? I don't know. Or like, where are these rooms? What is in a 13-year-old's room? Like, I don't know if you can move 13-year-old. I don't know if you can move an 18-year-old either, but I don't know. Okay. After I turned 18 and started working full time, I started paying rent. One of the agreements we came to was there was no more making me give up my room. Yeah, if you're paying rent, then you cannot ask me to give up my room. You can give up your room now, actually. I told them that since I was paying for that room now, the least they could do was respect that. This was never formally implemented, and it was all just very between family. I don't know what that means. Like, you never got it in writing from your family? Like, that's okay, you know? That's okay. But what happened? A bunch of family visited a month ago, and my parents told me to give up my room for them to have space. When I tried to stand my ground and also talk to them about what they told me, it was their decision. It was their house. If I'm paying rent for the room, if you're taking my money, I am renting that room from you. That's my room. Instead of just accepting it, I called my grandparents on mom's side and asked if they had a room for me and were okay with me moving in. I mean, being around 18 and just having people in your space all the time would be so obnoxious. I had all kinds of, I was getting into a little bit of trouble at 18. I was a little bit of a hooligan. But nonetheless, yeah, I did not want people in my room, in my space. That was my space. They said yes immediately, and they came over to pack me up and move me in. My parents thought it was a joke until they saw all my stuff being brought out of my grandparents' car. Yeah, and ask your parents for rent back. Say, hey, thanks, since you're using the space, I need at least X amount of days of my rent back. Thanks. My parents told me I couldn't just leave, and I was paying rent, so I need to give them a real notice. No, I mean, I don't need to give you real notice unless I've got a freaking contract from you. Like, that's just not, no, I don't need to give you real notice. Definitely. And if I need to give you real notice, we need to set it's got to be a 1-to-1. If I need to give you notice, you can't let people use my room. If I'm renting are you acknowledging that I'm renting the room from you and we have an agreement? Or are you not acknowledging that I'm renting the room from you and have an agreement? Because it can't be both ways, right? I told them if I was kicked out of the space I was renting, then I was going to leave. Yeah. Ever since my parents have been telling me to move back in, and they say it was childish to move out in such an overdramatic way. They told me I left the family members who were visiting feeling awkward, like they were intruding. Well, parents, it seems like he's communicated this to you. What we're not getting in this is just the other side of what your parents have communicated back to you, right? That's kind of the other side of it.